You ready? Hi, Eva
Hi.
Brown.
Hi, Eva. I'm Shona Carter.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. I'm representing the Monarchs
Very good.
today. Thank you for taking some time to come in. Hope the traffic wasn't too bad.
No, not at all. It was
Yeah.
actually kind of nice out there today, so thank you. I'll be representing Dave Bryant
Yes.
and our athlete
Right.
with the Monarchs.
Okay. Great. So let's get started. Let's just make sure we're on the same page here and just kind of go over what it is that we want to accomplish in this particular meeting.
Okay.
So obviously we want to talk about salary, um, go over issues around signing bonus, injury clause,
Mm-hmm.
um, rights to photos and autographs,
Mm-hmm.
um, whether we want to have a no cut clause,
Mm-hmm.
the length of the contract, and then a no trade clause. We want to discuss that as well.
Very
Is
good.
that what you have? Is there anything
Yes.
else you want to add?
Just a couple things.
Mhm.
I'd like to talk about salary, of course, which
Mhm.
is related to all this, as it's tied to peers,
Mhm.
and also incentive bonuses. And we did talk about a signing bonus. No, but I'd like to also go over
Yeah,
signing bonus.
right. That was a list. I listed that, but the incentive bonus. You're correct. That is one additional item that we want to discuss as well today.
And then lastly, just license to use the players' photographs, likenesses, and
Mhm.
autographs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I know this is like a real difficult, issue that we're dealing with here, and I'm really happy to hear that Ryan is, no longer going to court over that matter.
Absolutely.
But we would definitely want to um, keep him on. We definitely believe he has a lot to offer the Monarchs. We want to help him and support him as much as possible as he transitions out of this really rough time into just starting fresh. For the success, for his own success, his career success, and the success of the Monarchs, obviously as well. Previously, before being let go with the Monarchs, his salary was at 300. Excuse me, 3 million.
3 million.
And I know that he was concerned about it being tied to other players in the league.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, we want to make sure that he does come back here and he does have a fresh start with us. And so we're very much interested in hearing whether you are interested in a no tied or a tied to other individuals in the league type of contract. So what are your thoughts on having it, tied to um, his peers in the league, having a contract where his salary would be tied to other individuals in the league or not tied?
No, we're very interested in tying his salary to other individuals in the league with whom he's on the same peer level,
Mhm.
whatever the athletes go
Mhm.
for. So yes, very much tied to that.
We're really concerned with, just to let you know that
Sure.
that being tied to others in the league means that we want him to come in at a less salary than it was initially, just because we feel like his career, while his playing is really up to par, we're unsure how this whole psychological mental issue is like really affecting his play.
Mhm.
And since it's a new contract, we're very much concerned with public perception of him.
Mhm.
So he would not necessarily be on the same level as his other peers because of this thing that is tied to him as well.
Because of the trauma that
Right,
he's
right,
undergone.
exactly.
Okay. And I do appreciate that you had mentioned earlier that you very much want him and that you're willing to see it as water under the bridge, but there may be some sort of looking for the word here. There's a little bit of residual
Definitely.
from something like this, no doubt. So
Definitely.
even though the situation is under the bridge, so he. What I'd like to do is to somehow secure an unconditional no cut clause and a signing bonus in lieu of a higher salary.
Definitely because he received a signing bonus prior to being with or previously with the Monarchs. We are not looking to do another signing bonus. Um, we feel that because he already received one previously, and we're just basically, reinstating a contract that already happened, and that he also came to us. We're not pursuing him as we would um, offer a signing bonus when we were pursuing other athletes, but because it was the opposite way around, and in lieu of like his current situation, which is really somewhat shaky, and um, we're not willing to really do a signing bonus at this time. We can, however, review after the initial contract would end, which is 2 years, and we at that time can like think about a signing bonus for renewal and think about an extended period of time with the Monarchs.
So let me just repeat back what I think I've heard you say to me, and that is that,
Excuse me.
yes, okay. So, okay, what I think you've said to me is he would not receive a signing bonus. He would You would give him a lower salary, but with some kind of contingency on it of his performance and value. Um, okay, what I would like to do then is to absolutely secure an unconditional no cut clause. Is that so? If we forego the signing bonus, um, we'd like to have an unconditional no cut clause.
So
How does that?
I hear you with the unconditional no cut clause, and I can't imagine that any no cut clause is unconditional. Um, I definitely am concerned, and we are willing with the salary, the no bonus, to, without having those items, want to make sure that he is supported in other ways, and we're willing to assign a private public relations individual to his, throughout his career in the next 2 years of the contract with the Monarchs, to make sure that we kind of rebuild his reputation, to ensure that, mentally and, socially, that he stays healthy and remains healthy with, in lieu of this incident. So that's something that we're definitely willing to fund and ensure that it supports him throughout his process with the Monarch. So, but with the no cut clause,